someone that you knew?
I know. I grew up here.
Wait. Colin, last name Benson, CV. It was on the wall with the stone.
Here.
My tribe.
A new one?
How?
Allegiance 3 was here.
Don't put that one.
Scattering's better.
I say it suggests that the people on board are descended from Allegiance as well.
I think so.
And if I'm right, it could mean that the species that created the stone before you home too. When you think about
Why did they choose this one, you know, Skyrim?
Becca.
Yes! She's still
God, I
there.
had a crush on her.
Ah.
This is gonna take a while.
5 years.
I got her there. It's gonna come home.
Oh, you were really auntie.
Only 3 seats full.
That was such a nice house.
Gone for the tomatoes.
And a nice new family.
Jellyfish pot pie this. Come on.
I love that, to see Octavia so happy.
Teach you how to sew.
I'm just saying how fancy I with the garden.
That's what I like to hear.
She's not the snake into the garden anymore.
I'm training so I can help you save your brother.
6 years for us is like blinking an eye, right? Yes.
That means we have time for him to make me like you.
No, I love the idea.
What is it?
Oh, one of these masks.
I don't know.
With someone inside, yes.
This is my way out. Oh God, here we go. There's a whole suit here. This gets me to Santa. I come back with our own army. But these guys try to know.
Love the idea.
You're the one who exposed Hope to that? Armies? A war? No, I have to warn Bellamy about the crimes.
Oh,
Are we your family too?
you are, but she's not forgetting
I'll
Bellamy.
come back. I'll bring the others. Hope can have a real life. When you come back, I'll be dust, and so will Hope. And after living alone for however long she's alive when she buries me.
You can't ask her to choose between, you know, a new family and our real family, Bellamy.
I can't wait.
Oh, I love. And she's calling her auntie. Oh, I love that.
I miss you already.
I don't want to grow without you.
Before you know it, I could be back with Bellamy, Clark, and Hattie.
And Murphy?
Oh,
Him too.
she knows the persons that you love: Bellamy, Clark, Maddie, and Murphy.
You won't accept this now, but I'm probably saving your life. Because even with that thing on,
Broke it?
I need you to. Is that what you want to hear? Your brother left you to die. Why are you so eager to run back?
Oh.
I understand.
Ooh.
Parents at home. I understand. I need to tell. This is your home now.
You didn't have to do that, user. That was Octavia's choice. You didn't respect it.
I need you to know that you were right.
You are writing him a letter.
But do you have to help me pass that darkness? Watch over me. Love me. I wish I could see your face and hug you. And tell you that I get it now.
Don't do
Wish I
that.
could thank you. By the time you get this, probably an old lady or dead.
I
I want
hope
you to know I was happy.
you're gonna see each other again.
I have hope. Please don't worry about me. You deserve to be happy, my brother. Octavia.
He has to read it, you know. Not like all of the times that Clark called him. I hope that he's gonna read that later. I really don't know how, because she threw that thing like that, but he has to know. You're finding it?
Where did you get that?
I found it here.
That was not meant for you.
And not here?
It's my watch.
Tiny fluctuations in the stone caused when the correct symbol is touched in the right order.
Okay.
So we have the code.
Not yet. There's still millions of possible combinations, but okay.
I remember when she threw this in the bridge. I always thought the upside tomb was on the other side. It must have been how they knew we were here.
Get them back. Together.
All of them.
I wouldn't want to face you in battle.
They didn't teach me to fight. And my mom wouldn't allow it. Now, a prisoner came here. A few months after they left.
Death.
There.
Someone from that other planet.
I need a pen. No, I did it. I need something to write with. Charcoal, a pen, anything.
Oh no.
Be careful with that. What is this?
The answer.
No one's gonna
Don't break it.
You can open the bridge yourselves. Too soon. I must serve my time.
If you want to stay, you can stay.
Yes, all alone.
It's back.
No. Let's serve the master.
Ooh. Ah. I hope that you have a good memory, Gabriel. That was not the thunder. Is that the anomaly? You know them?
Wow. Octavia! You fool!
There is no hope.
Hurry.
That was a signal for Octavia to hide up.
Have to stay quiet. Do you understand?
That's what Hope heard during that hallucination moment. It was that moment. Hope is gonna be all alone, all by yourself. You're gonna be all alone, my dear. Oh, kid. That was a really good episode. In comparison of the first one of the season, really, this one was great. I'm so sad right now. For a lot of things, for a lot of different things. Octavia, she fought, you know, during 6 years she tried to go back for Bellamy, just to tell Bellamy that she understood what he did, you know, why he did it. Oh, I love that. The fact that Hope said, my mother, my responsibility. Octavia taught her that. She told her everything about the 100 and all of that. Hope knew that Octavia was trying to go back to see Bellamy, Clark and Maddie. This family and Murphy, they're her family, you know, the ones that she loves, you know. She didn't say Raven. I'm not mad about the other ones, you know, that they didn't mention the other ones, but Raven, come on, really? Poor Raven. But that was a sweet episode. For Octavia, you know, for her character, like I said, during the 2 last seasons, they didn't make their characters evolve except for Octavia. Octavia is the one character who is evolving since the beginning of the show. In each season, she had a real evolution, a real thing, a real work, you know, on her character. And I already love what I saw about her during this episode. 10 years. She spent 10 years into the anomaly, into this beta planet Skyring. 6 years fighting to go back, but during all of these years she lived in a peaceful world, you know, with Diyoza and Up, building a new family together, but also just be at peace, be in a nice environment, you know, with kindness, with love between people, and I love that for Octavia, I love that. And all of the times that she mentioned Bellamy, and that was so great. That later, of course it was gonna be a bad thing, you know, into the show that she wrote it. And of course Bellamy is not gonna read it, like he never heard all of the times that Clark called him. He's not gonna read that later. But I really hope that Bellamy and Octavia are gonna have a moment together before the end of the show, a moment to talk to each other. I want that for them, you know. Their relationship is so well done, not during the 2 last seasons, but really that's one of the best relationships of the show. I mean, Octavia and Bellamy and Clark and Bellamy, it's 2 relationships which were so well written during the first season, because they made a real evolution for these relationships along the years, along the seasons. You can't write a so interesting and good relationship without having an end, you know, a conclusion for it. So I really hope that we're gonna have it, you know. And you know my theory about that. I know that a lot of persons are thinking that Bellamy is gonna die. In my opinion, Octavia is gonna die. Because we began the show with Bellamy protecting his sister no matter what. My sister, my responsibility, all of that. And we saw their relationship evolved, and we saw how Octavia evolved, and during this episode we saw that she understood what Bellamy did for her and all of that. So I think that's the good conclusion for that. Even if I don't want her to die, it's Octavia sacrificing herself for her brother, my responsibility. For me, it has to end like that, you know, to be a switch like that we saw coming, in my opinion. I am seeing that coming since a long time now, that we're gonna have that at the end. Octavia sacrificing herself for Bellamy. This episode was great. It was sweet, you know. I was really like, in a good mood. I told you during my intro that I was making an effort, you know, to be in a good mood, in a good spirit with this show, with this final season. After the bad way that they promoted it, it was difficult for me to be excited about the show, to be in a good mood when I was watching it. And really my reactions during the first episode are proof of it. But during this one, I was really in a good mood. That was a sweet environment, atmosphere. All of the timeline, you know, with Diyoza, Octavia and Up, that was so great. Even if what Diyoza did, you know, was not really great, you can't take that choice away from Octavia. That's not your call. But she did it. But at the end, the both of them saved Up. Octavia didn't mention Up into her later. So Up lived all of these years without her Auntie O and her mom. And all of the narrative arc, you know, all of the other timeline with Iko, Up and Gabrielle, that was great, you know, to have information about this planet, how it's working, how the other one is working, with the Dissapers, with the Bardo, with the Eligius 3, with the Mind Drives. Again, that was interesting. Even if the conclusion of it, like that man breaking the thing, that was maybe too much. That was great. Even if, you know, some things during it didn't please me, like all of the lines, all of the things with Iko and Up, I have the impression that it was too much, you know. Okay, we understood that Up didn't like Iko, I'm not gonna blame her for that, but it's not because I don't like Iko that I want Hope to be mad at her during all of the episode. Like, that's it, we've got it. You're not gonna tell her during each of your lines, during each of your sentence, something bad. That was maybe too much. I'm not against it, but I'm not enjoying it, you know, as much as maybe they think that we're gonna love it, because a lot of fans are not fans of it. And the conclusion of it, you know, with the two of them hugging each other, why not? It seems maybe too quick, but why not? But yes, this narrative arc was really interesting because of the infos that we had. About these infos, about all of what it means for the show, I'm not a fan at first of timeline situations, you know, with playing with times. I mean, if it's not like into Westworld when they are using that timeline things to, you know, mix everything, you know, things that are happening into the past, into the present and into the future, into the same episode without seeing it, that's clever, that's interesting. But right there, during the 100, they are not doing that. They are telling us that what's happening into a planet is not happening into the same period of time than into the other planet. And there is a bridge between planets. They are really going so far with that. Again, I'm not against it, but it's just the fact that we have already so many things that we have to answer to. The Commander thing, the Shadeda thing, the Primes thing, the situation on Sanctum, now the situation on Beta Skyring. We have now also the anomaly with the Bardo, with the Disciples, which is in fact Eligius 3. Too many things. I have the impression that they are not gonna have the time to answer to all of that, and that's bothering me. I will not accept, you know, that they will not answer to all of the questions that they asked to their viewers. When you are promising into your trailer that you're gonna answer to everything, you have to do it. But you know, building all of that, creating new questions, new series, new things into each episode, I don't want them to forget the first questions that they asked, you know, like 2 seasons ago now, and we didn't have answers about it. But I have the impression that they can't have the time to answer to all of that, so they're gonna have to answer to some of them with just one scene, and I'm not sure that I'm gonna like it. But right now, I'm really more open-minded, you know, about what can happen during the next episode. I don't know if you felt the same, but really this episode surprised me in a good way. Made me feel emotions that I had during some episodes of last seasons, really, of the 100. I really liked to see Octavia like that. I really liked to see all of this sweet atmosphere between Octavia, Diyoza and Hope. All of the times that they mentioned Bellamy, the 100, that was great. I'm not feeling excited, I need more for that, but I'm feeling more open-minded about what can happen during the rest of the season. That was really not something that I expected with this episode 2. I'm really glad. Tell me if you are thinking the same, you know, if you love this episode or not, and if you are like me, now ready to watch more episodes of this final season with maybe a better mood, you know, a better... yes. I'm really in a better mood now with the show, with this episode, for this final season. If they are doing this final season like they did this episode, you know, with moments of emotion but also moments of explanations and also moments of action, that's alright for me. The writers can really write that well, if they are balancing that like that during each episode, it can really be great. And this episode was logical and understandable. Even if I didn't like some things about it, at least it was logical and understandable. And like I said during my intro and review of the first episode, that's the only thing that I want for this season 7. I don't expect it to please me, I don't expect, to love it. I just want it to be understandable and logical. The episode 1 didn't succeed at all, but this episode 2, it was great. Continue like that. Really, writers, I know that the show is already done, the season 7 is already done, but I really hope that they're gonna continue like that during the next episodes. Tell me, what did you think about it, if you liked it like me, and if you are now, like me, in a better mood for the rest of the season. I want to know that. Okay, so it's all for this episode 2 of The 100, and it's all for me for now, so bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Great.